All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We got another watch list for you, but this time, Jerome Powell is angry. Yeah. So we are coming off of a very big rally, but what I want to start with here is a tweet by Nick Timmerhouse over the weekend, and these are the comments from Christopher Waller, one of the Fed members, but it's so important, and I want to see the reaction here on Monday because he was saying that, or Christopher Waller, quote, "This is exactly the situation that we got into in July," and he said back then there was a loosening of financial conditions that we were not trying to do, but this is where it gets better. Here's the other tweet. This is what Waller was saying. He was saying that we knew the markets were going to jump for joy, and the Fed used Powell's press conference to drive the point home. So, why I'm bringing this up, we are coming off of a historic rally. Remember, that 5% post-CPI reaction, it was one of the biggest in history. Even Friday, we hit 4,000 on the S&P 500, and now we're about to see as we open up. So, we got a lot to talk about. I got a couple of weekend pieces of news. I even have a little bit talking about, I'll just give it to you now. Overbought or not, well, here it is. There is some room of the rally. A lot of people are saying, can we still stay up after 7%? Yes, we can. This is technicals. This is the RSI. They're saying UK is already there, so we will see what happens. But the point is, this week is going to be a little bit less crazy. It could be more pivotal, but the point is, are we going to continue this rally? And when are we going to get one of those red days on the daily chart? We'll see. But we got a lot. I got the plays. I got the recap, everything to look forward to. And today is Sunday. I need you to do the random account generator, but I just want to tell you again how grateful we are for the chat. For real, man. All of y'all holding it down. We had a couple of comments, and I see this comment a lot. You know, how many historical days are we going to keep having? A lot up until probably like February or March of next year, but don't be scared of it. I know there's a lot of it, but this is opportunity, chat, okay? That's the first one, okay? There's another comment I saw. They said every time Josh's voice cracks, we enter in a bull rally. Okay, my voice is good now. So that means that's why this week is going to be important. We're going to see. So maybe we can monitor that, and just all the lurkers out there, man, for real. We got love for all of you, every single person. So I appreciate y'all showing love. And even then, if you have any questions, I could always bring them up on a watch list, or if you are live on stream, I could bring it up. So let me know, baby. But drop your thumbs up on the video. Make sure you're subscribed to all of that. We're going to see you in the morning. It's going to be hype. Post a random play and run it, baby.
Couch, it's the 2020 election. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a little, but I still reinvest it. Feel how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down.
But right off that bat, ladies and gentlemen, we got to start with the Christopher Waller news. Again, this was a Timmerhouse tweet. However, this Fed member was out there speaking over the weekend, and this seems a little bit more specific. Again, it was referring to the last July most hated rally. So I want to see how this plays out. I think this is going to be one important factor right now. But then also over the weekend, announced about like 10, 12 hours ago, there was a big support of the Chinese real estate market. And this is seen as bullish. Again, last week, even the weeks before that, you were hearing the COVID-0 news with China, and that was getting bullish. But now they announced like delays on the loans and pretty much support for their property sector, which they have not been supporting over the last couple of years. So this is very important, but these are going to be probably the two bigger things that we're going to be running into over the weekend and Monday. And now we got to see, are we going to hold up this momentum or not? Can we hold 4,000 as a support? And just like I've been saying, if we're going to bring it back to July and all of that, I'm waiting for when we are going to get one of those red days. So this was kind of that pivot point. You had the data, you had the event and all of that. We have yet to pull back, and now this week, that is what we want to be looking for. Now, we will talk about the data and some of the other stuff, but this week, and I'm going to give you the breakdown, you're not going to get too much data that is going to move the market as it has over the last couple of weeks, but we are still going to be having some big earnings. Walmart, HD, Alibaba, Nvidia, those will all be important. And then tomorrow morning, or even tomorrow by the end of the day, that is going to be the deadline for the 13F. So this is where where you hear about this hedge fund bought this company or they bought a stake in this and that. They have their deadline tomorrow, so we're going to watch how that plays out. Other than that, though, we are not going to be having the big data's event, jobs, CPI, and Powell, all of that. Do not forget this, because a lot of people keep asking, is this the bottom? No, believe it or not, I want to ride this rally up, but I've been saying I am pretty bearish because we have 3 key events coming up. You have one more jobs report, another CPI, and then Jerome Powell. So as far as economic data, are we going to get some? Yes, over the next couple of weeks. Even this week, there's going to be PPI and a bunch of other stuff. However, it is not going to be the main pieces of data that cause the bigger reaction. So other than that, watch out for this. And now to give you clarity on all of it, and this is what I'm looking for, if the bonds are going to rally this week, I think that is going to confirm a stronger rally than not. There's been a lot of competing positions from Thursday all the way to today. They're asking, can this bond momentum sustain? The stock market has moved up 9-8% in the last couple of days. In the bond market, they had a very big jump, but it is definitely lagging behind. So that's what I'm going to be looking for here, is if the bond market rallies, that will confirm a stronger rally. But now in the meantime, like I'm saying, we're going to get economic data, but you got to know what's going to be important. I think this week some things can move stuff here and there, but it won't change anything bigger than what we've seen. But now the next data point besides those 3 I listed, it's going to be the Fed minutes next Wednesday. So not this week, but next Wednesday you will get the minutes. That may be the only caveat that could move things. Other than that, though, we need the jobs report. And then here's just a little fun fact. The last CPI, or when I say jobs report, no, I should have put CPI, but the CPI before Powell is literally the day before. I think I messed up that delivery, but I think you get what I'm saying. But it's going to be wild. But overall, hopefully you see what I'm saying. We're going to be watching a lot of the same factors from last week. We're going to see when does this rally slow down, or where does it find a point, and what makes it slow down? How do we keep continuing? There's going to be a little bit of data with earnings, but other than that, it's really going to be a burn 1 week until next week. At the very least, you'll get minutes. And then if the rally sustains from there, it's going to be December very soon, man. So I hope you're ready, but let us get into the plays. So right off the bat, we just made a bunch of future trades on Friday. I don't think I actually made that many trades. I think here, let's see. We'll pull it up. We'll even go over what I'm holding. I found a way to make it easier for you guys to follow along. But literally on Friday, it was just a bunch of ES, MNQ, and all that. I did end up losing on the MNQ, I think like $50 to $100, but we ended up making $1,000 on ES flip. So this is going to be a strategy. If you've been watching on stream, we've been doing it a lot, and that's kind of what I plan for coming into tomorrow. But besides that, let's start with some plays, man. Coming into the first play, man, this is one that I'm already holding, and I really like it, Disney. But after the bell on Friday, this one was kind of unique, but they announced some cost-cutting news after hours. So they've had this downside pressure since earnings. I have not averaged down just yet. I'm down like $5 per share, 95 to 100, and that's what I'm going to be looking for this week. I want to see how do people react to the news. If people are feeling optimistic, they're going to go for these plays that have been beaten down. Again, even just look at the long term, how bargain bin hunting has paid out. So Disney might have that going, and then on top of it, even watch out for AMC as well. Yes, but you had the Wakanda, the new release ever. Was it called Wakanda? No, it's called Black Panther. But Wakanda, baby. But that came out. It was record numbers. We've seen stocks move in response to that. So keep that in mind, but pair it up with some cost cutting. I think it will be good. But Disney already holding, definitely going to be watching. That is play number 1. And then play number 2 now. Hood and MSTR. So if you were hearing me over the last week with Hood and the whole Sam Bankman-Fried, this is like one of his only assets remaining. And turns out on Friday, he was trying to sell his shares at $9 per share, even though the stock was around 11. So watch how this one opens up in the morning, but even watch MSTR and watch every single crypto play. Pretty much all of these are going to be on watch until the hype dies down. I was saying last week, I was like, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Now you guys have watched how this is developed. It is still very serious. We don't know what's going to happen. Currently, I am short micro Bitcoin futures. I wanted to go for Hood. I was saying the news, and it turns out I was right about it, but I didn't make the play because I said the risk to reward wasn't good. Yeah, he was trying to sell it at $9 or $8, but at the very same time, the market could squeeze up and to get $2-3 a share, you could have been squeezed about 6 or 7. Now, maybe I should charge you likes for this. Maybe Hood even saves Bankman Fried. I don't know. What if Robinhood is the last saving chance to get any money for creditors? Maybe we'll talk about this and save your life for this tomorrow. But point is, watch all these plays. I'm currently short on the Bitcoin futures and everything going on with this. It is definitely going to be one to watch. But that is play number 2. And then finally, actually, no, I have 4, but this is close to finally. Number 3, XLF. There's a lot of economic data this week. And like I'm saying, it's not going to outweigh the CPI and everything else we got. But more likely than not, it'll impact the banks in the sense of banks could benefit off of higher rates as long as the economy doesn't slow too down. That was the worry in the beginning. That's why the banks started selling off. As long as that data is showing the economy kind of stabilizing and the market's still happy about inflation, this is going to be good for bank stocks. So they've also been a leader here since Powell. So just watch them coming in December. I definitely think this is going to be a good one. But that is play number 3. And then finally, don't let me miss this one. Baba and JD. There's a lot of good China news with the property sector. I want to see how we open up with all of that. I definitely think that'll be one to watch. And then on Thursday, Alibaba is going to have earnings. So that will be the run-up. We'll see what happens. There was China or Alibaba single day, and they did not report sales numbers for the first time ever, but they said it came in line. So we will see. But overall, I definitely think with good news over the weekend with China, you're definitely going to want to watch some of these plays. But those are the main plays. As far as everything else, like I said, we didn't do much, and now this is pretty much what I'm holding. The only 2 things that aren't on here is like 6J and 6B. That is the short on the pound and then the long on the yen. Those are ones we've been playing with. I should have closed the pound. I'm down on that, but now I got a good gain kind of balancing it out there with the yen, but we'll go over those plays a little later. As far as like what I'm holding remaining now, here are my Bitcoin futures. Is it 3? Yeah, almost. They're about to open up. I'm up $100 on that. I have a short MES. Remember, this one was from after I took these 2 small shorts. It still kept squeezing. I'm down $700 now, but still holding those. I went long on the bonds, and there it is. If the bonds decline, I may want to buy more, but if the bonds go down, this is not going to be good. But I'm still holding that one since Friday. Amazon long, we're up like $10 a share, still holding. Disney, they were down $10 a share. That was even from the earnings, so not too bad, but that's on 100 shares. Now my Qualcomm, I lost $1,600 on the options. I no longer have the options, but we took a loss and now down $16 per share. Have yet to average down on this one, so going to give that one a time, holding that one short and then Tesla long. But as you see, most things are closed out. We got a little short on the SPY, short on Qualcomm, and then everything else is long, even down to the bonds, and then again short on Bitcoin. But that's what I'm holding into this week. I'm going to watch those plays that I gave you. We'll see how it develops, and then if the macro or broader kind of gives us the green light or yellow light, that's how we're going to position from there, and then ride it until the data and the end of the year. So I hope you're ready, but that is your watch list, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure hydrate, healthy, ready to go. Make sure post your watch list. Make sure we see you there in the morning. I need the armor on. I need the helmet shining. I need you to stay in the game, no matter what, good or bad. Don't make it any deeper than what it is, but you have made it this far. You see everything around the world going crazy. This is why controlling yourself is so important. The world could go crazy around you, but you could have a plan and strategy, and at the very least, you could choose how you react, baby. So let's go. I hope you are rested and refreshed from the weekend. I hope you're ready, win or loss, to take advantage of everything this week. Don't get tired of the history, baby. It's all opportunity, and I'm going to see you this weekend. I hope you're ready, but that's it. That's it. Oh, my voice cracking. Did that mean? No, I think we good. I think we good, baby. It's game time. I wish you could see. Maybe here. Hold on. Please hold. Nah, man. I was going to go get the camera. No, it's going to be too much. And you're going to say I look musty right now. I don't even. Can you look musty? Or I don't even know what that means. Okay, I'm going to leave. I love you. Horn.